Hello, and thank you for joining us on another Thursday. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us, guys. Sorry we're a little bit late. I had a crazy last hour and a half. We promised my son that we would buy him a toy this week because he's just been killing it, and uh, I told my wife I don't want to go. I have the show to think about. Let me take care of the little one, and you can go take him to Target and do that. And Target turns into a whole fucking like whirlwind of new things going right. And then she had to pick up food, so I had to like scarf my food. I had to bring my new stuff up here, get my drinks up here, and everything like that. And I'm a little bit out of breath. But Bad Fish, how are you doing, man? It's been a minute since we had you here.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Back on the what is it? Back on the horse. What do they say?
Mhm.
But yeah, doing good. I've got a coffee because I didn't have one earlier today, so I felt cheated, so I made one. But that's about it. Looking forward to.
Eddie Money Mendez, man, what's going on?
Yo, what's happening? Glad I could join you guys tonight. But coffee at 9 o'clock at night?
Fuck
What the
man,
hell?
it
Jeez,
won't keep
man.
me up too late. Usually, if I have a monster, even that would be, and that's way more caffeine. I'd probably still fall asleep at least by one. That's not too
Wow.
bad.
You know, back in college, I would make about 10 to 12 scoops of coffee a night. And every night I'd be up till 3 a.m. in the morning, 8 o'clock class, with my heart just beating. I'd be in bed ready to go, you know, and
Wow.
and I couldn't do it. Like my heart was racing so bad. Really long story short, I can't drink coffee anymore.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, we have I think, a pretty stacked show for you guys. We got New York Comic Con to talk about. We have Cyberzoic updates, and we have HasLab updates, plus a little bit of hot or not for y'all tonight. I would like to just jump right into it with our new pickups. So, I have a ton of pickups now. I didn't at first, but since my wife went to Target, but I got those the new remastered Green Ranger and Red Ranger in, and these are just some of the pictures of it. I really love the Green Ranger. Kind of the weird thing they did with the Red Ranger though was they put the shield, the Green Ranger shield, with the Red Ranger, which is not uncanon, if you will. I mean, it's a true thing, but it forced you to buy the Red Ranger if you wanted a full shielded Green Ranger, right?
What's the
And
shield? Sorry.
the shield is that gold, that golden
Is
Oh, okay,
chest
okay.
plate that he has right there, and then you can see like the armbands. He has two armbands on either side of him, and you had to buy Red Ranger to get it to get the
That's weird.
shield. Yeah, I mean, I guess good marketing ploy, but sucked for everyone else if you just wanted a Green Ranger because you'd had to buy
This looks
the
sweet
Red
though.
Ranger. Yeah, and the morpher, as always, I've been super impressed with this line and their morphers. They've been making them super super detailed, and this one's cool because you get a little bit of like you get the green accent behind the coin,
Yeah.
but there's a little bit of yellow there if you look really close, like
Yeah.
right up here, and it really just kind of adds to it a little bit. And then this is just everything he comes with a bunch of hands, his head sculpt, three guns, which I don't believe is actually relevant in Power Rangers, but it's okay because I was missing one of the guns from my Black Ranger, so that gun is going straight to him. And then this is like the candle that drains all his powers and stuff like that. If you've
I
watched the
was
main
say, what is
series,
that thing?
yeah, and they
Yeah.
make it look all cool in the promo pics, but I don't see myself ever using this. But good news is I'm going to a toy show, or not really a toy show, more a toy swap this weekend, and I get to sell all my OG legacy figures, including that Green Ranger, which I haven't. I'm not 100% the OG Green Ranger, but the main five figures will be gone. And here's the Red Ranger. Like I said, he came with the dragon shield and the arm, like the arm plates or whatever. And I'm really impressed more about the sword. The sword is super detailed. If you look right there in the middle, you can't see it, but the T-Rex that's in it is very visible. And I'm really enjoying these two figures that finished off the collection, and Lightning Collection is going to go on hiatus here this next couple months and into 2024. So might be a while till we see some new figures. And then go ahead.
Those effects, I think I've said this before, that I'm not usually a fan, but those are cool.
You know, they're cool, and they make them look super big in the promo pics, but they're kind of small, and they bend. Like this one right here, like the one that's in front of him, is supposed to be the tallest one, and they all kind of curve over like that. So you have to.
They fall over.
Yeah, they fall over. So it looks cool, but what's that website, AliExpress or whatever? I think they have some on there that do it better. But
They look like those Bandai effects.
Yeah, definitely.
They're cool, dude. I would have this whole line. You have the whole, like, all of the ones with the effects, or you
I have
just
all
some?
5 plus the Green Ranger.
I would have them all in the morphing. Cause you got the whole original line, didn't you?
I have the whole original line. I have the whole remastered line, and the only reason I don't have them in the morphing sequence is because you never see them morphing with the morpher in their suits. And
Yeah.
I've said it before.
Oh,
I really
that's a good
wish.
point. I wouldn't have thought of
I
that.
really wish.
Oh yeah, okay.
That
Hasbro.
Hasbro would have come out with those $10-15 figures like they did with the Hydra Soldiers, like they did with the Agents of Shield, the Skrulls, and just give us some like plain body figures for Lightning Collection,
Like in their casual clothes.
in their casual clothes,
Dude,
with a morpher.
Maybe they will
That's
do that.
probably coming. Yeah.
Yeah,
real quick.
Because how else are they gonna make money off?
Well,
the
and
line?
a lot of people are just fudging it with like I think they use the what's his name from Shang-Chi. They use the Shang-Chi figure for like the Red Ranger, you know, and then they pop the Jason head sculpt on it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I might
Definitely
just have to
a good
fudge
way
it
to
that
do it.
way. So
Like
I could
Eddie
have a
said-
full.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was saying though that like you could just have the full morphed sequence, and then you could have them morphine and stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at on the line. The one downfall on this, I guess you get the shield instead, but you don't get the Jason head sculpt. That's what I'm missing right here in this big empty spot. No Jason head sculpt, so I think I might.
Is
have
that
to
the Red
keep-
Ranger?
Yeah, the Red Ranger.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Equan was saying, make sure you keep it. I know we
Yeah.
haven't showed it at the chat yet, but it's the only one you have.
We'll get to you, chat. We love y'all, I promise. And then I had picked up the Gamora in the Thanos armor. This is the only figure that I wanted from the new What If line. Not really interested in the new Bath. I'm actually getting rid of my Hydra Stomper, hopefully this weekend. But I really wanted this figure just because it's the Thanos armor and the sword and stuff, and she comes out really, really well.
Can't believe she's
no-
not falling over from that sword. Jesus.
She actually
In that
balances
first
really
pick,
well.
especially.
And if you
Yeah.
look, like if you look really close here, you look really close there. She has those same heels
Got some,
like Proxima Midnight has right here, and she actually balances very well until she falls right.
Yeah, I need
But
need to finish that series still. I've watched like half of it.
it's good. A lot of people have shitted on it, but I actually enjoyed it. I just don't know how far they're gonna want to pull it with
enjoyed a lot
everything
of
else
them.
that's going on. So
I didn't watch the last 1 or 2 episodes, but I enjoyed
Yeah.
all the ones, like the Ant-Man episode with the Avengers. That was probably one of my favorites. The
Mhm.
T'Challa one is really good as Star-Lord. That was a good one. They're cool.
And then the last thing I wanted to show is last Friday I went
I
to
saw
a
this.
WWE event, and it's been like my first event since like middle school. So that was like 2005-ish is probably when I started watching.
Yeah.
And I got the announcement that they were coming back in the summer, and I told my wife, I go, I really want this, and I've never sat on the floor before. And she's like, fine, buy the tickets, right? We were on the 5th row of the floor, which is the very back row of the floor section I call it the TV side. So if you wanted to be on TV, this is where you would go. And
Nice.
I have my United States Championship belt there. And this was watching the replay back that night on the TV and stuff. And I brought my Rey Mysterio mask. I had got that for Hispanic Heritage Month at our school. So I dressed up like a luchador the whole week.
Nice.
And there, if you look there, there's my son.
That's the one's hilarious. He's like,
Is that you to the left of him?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So the one person he wanted to see was John Cena.
Oh,
And when he
nice.
came out, it was so loud that here it looks like he's freaking out, but he didn't like the noise, so he's covering his mouth and he's like yelling like, yeah. So it was a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. And there's one with LA Knight and just kind of taking some pictures. There's me and the family right there at on the floor and stuff. We had a lot of fun. It's definitely different. It's way different than just watching it online. My wife actually said she kind of prefers it on TV because
Really?
you get to listen to the commentation and hear everything just goes like it's going. Something happens and you're going to miss it. So, and it kind of sucked for her because she ended up sitting behind this guy who was kind of like bigger. He was just kind of like stacked, right? And she was like looking off to the side every time. But Badfish, is this yours?
Oh man.
God, man. What
yeah,
happened?
Amazon shipped this like in the actual box. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, the
They shipped it like just like that? No shipper around
yeah.
it or nothing? Oh, that's
Yeah, so I had to check it out to see what happened to it, but it was fine. So but yeah, this one, geez, it went on a really steep sale like for a Prime Day or something like that. And I
saw that.
had like $70 on a $75 on a gift card. I was like, I gotta save this for something. So I was like, okay, so it only cost me like $20 in the end or something like that.
Oh, nice.
But looks pretty good. It came out, if you switch to the next one, you can see it came out fine. I just basically tossed it in a detail for now. I'm gonna get these. I have a few of them, and I'll probably eventually get to putting them on the wall, like with those hook things that hold them.
Oh yeah.
But you'll see when he switches it here. The grates in the side, I wasn't sure if they actually were, but they're actually like, I could have checked a review, but they're actually not just printed on, they're like actually molded in the vents. So yeah, it looks pretty good. It's takes up the whole cabinet, that's for sure. But the like I said, you can get those things pretty cheap. And my dad has kind of a little woodworking shop in his garage, so I might spend a weekend over there and be like, let's knock like 10 of these out or something. I don't have that many.
Like wall stands?
Yeah, they're like
regular
little hooks that you would put in the wall, and they would come out like with an L shape with a ball on the end, kind of. And then
that's legit.
yeah, you can buy them for like set of 3 for $20 or something on Amazon, but I'd rather just, I don't know, it might be cheaper to make them. I'll see.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's the plan. But yeah, there it is. Sorry, in the cabinet. So it looks really good, man.
I picked this one up a while ago too from Disney.
Steve.
I didn't get what the hell? Who the fuck could let this guy know? I didn't get
there's only one Mexican allowed. Okay, I'm out of here. No.
Jeez. Hey, I'm half, man. I'm half.
Are we live?
Come
Are we
on.
live? I'm sorry. sorry.
We had the
gotta pick
Canadian
this up.
invasion, but
Yeah.
It's okay.
I need to
It's
delete
okay.
that.
I like
slide, by
most
the way.
Canadians. I gotta pick this up at Disney because Mario has like the best Disney pass that you can get, so he gets 20% off of like all your purchases.
Oh, that's
So whenever I want something, I just have Mario pick it up at Disney. So and this one,
nice.
these actually fit my head, dude, which is rare for like helmet stuff. So I was like stoked about that. I don't have mine on display right
I
now.
didn't
ended
try
up-
it actually. I should have
Oh,
done
dude,
that.
if it fits my head, it'll for sure fit your head, bro. But they have these stands that were on sale at GameStop. I forgot what the name of them were, but I ended up buying one of those and just it was on my wall shelf right here, but now all my Lego stuff is there, so I don't have a spot for it right now. But I'd like to get those wall stands too.
Nice. Steve, anything new, man?
I'm getting into Hasbro's. So here's I don't know if you guys
Oh, yeah.
do you guys know who this is?
Sean might.
No, it's one of the old ones.
Hacksaw, whatever his
Hacksaw.
last name is. Yeah, but I got a ton
That's
of them.
legit, man.
I guess he
Oh,
entered
nice.
the ring with a 2x4.
Yeah, that's how he
That
beat
was
his
you know.
thing.
Oh yeah, you got
Wow.
him all up there,
beat
huh?
people. He did.
Back in the 80s, that was enough of a gimmick. You just had to have a piece of wood.
Jim Dugan?
Jim Duggan, yeah.
Duggan.
Equan, what's up? Yeah.
Thanks, Equan.
But yeah,
My
that's about
brother
it, man.
was super into wrestling more than me. He recently went to an event too. I don't know what show it was, but he was all excited about it. He wants to go to a bunch of them too, but he watched it way more than me. I only watched it when he put it on. But the one thing that is super nostalgic about WWE for me is SmackDown versus Raw 2006
Oh,
on
man,
PlayStation 2.
I swear,
Dude,
that's about to
I used to
happen.
play the
again.
hell out of that game.
I remember that. So
When you
much.
could create your own wrestler and go through the whole story,
Yeah.
and then like you could edit your own locker room and everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I would have all the fucking posters of all the divas on all the walls. You know, so
Who was
Man,
the top one? Who was top?
Melina,
Melina,
dude.
really?
Oh,
okay.
Melina was sexy as hell.
All right,
Stacy
put it away,
Keebler
Eddie.
for
Put it
me.
away.
Yeah, that
Wow.
was
From
probably
that
my
era.
pick. Probably my pick too.
Really?
Probably from
I
that
like
era.
I like the
definitely
brown
Stacey
girls,
Keebler.
okay, bro.
I like Trish Stratus was my favorite.
Trish
Ooh,
Stratus.
you see it
Hey, yeah.
now, man.
Good old
You
Canadian.
see a before and after.
Oh crap!
Wow. No, thank you.
And then what was it? Lita as well.
Lita was
Man.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
I
Her and Edge.
remember playing. It was either SmackDown or Raw. One of those when they broke off and they did like the PlayStation stuff. And it was my sister's birthday, and my mom's cleaning, and I'm playing wrestling, right? And I was like Undertaker, and I remember just being able to walk like the top of the arena. You were never in like a locker room. It was always just the top of the arena, like the main concourse area for the fans. And you would get your matches and you get your title shots there. And then all I hear is this blood curdling scream, right? I go and run out of my room and look, and there's my mom on the floor. She shattered her leg, saving a crock pot from breaking. And yeah, that was my sister's 15th birthday.
Jesus.
Yeah, damn.
Like it
I'm
was
trying to-
intense.
I'm trying to
Fuck that,
remember
man.
with that story of the game, Eddie. There was a game we played. I can't remember which one, but it was one where you could. It was one of the first ones where they introduced reversing in the game. I feel like it was a GameCube one, but basically it was in that same era. You could where you could create your own character, but at this point you could create your own matches and everything. And we would create our own like league in my buddy's basement where it would be like one person was the president. He would make all the matches. He was actually
wow.
El Presidente, and he would make all the matches, and you had to win. You had to win like a tourney to become that guy, and then we'd have like tag team matches. And the greatest thing about it was the reversals, is because you would think you had someone, and some of my buddies were so good at it. The guy who like owned the game technically, he was just so good at reversing things, and you could reverse specials, everything. It was so much fun, man. It was wild. I remember one time we got so heated, they literally beat the snot out of the one dude because they were fighting each other, like actually wrestled.
Wow.
Good times.
One last thing I forgot to mention. I told you my wife went on a Target run, right? I did not come up empty-handed. So
Oh,
I got.
yeah.
Oh,
got
Oh, I
some
was gonna
Royals
put that in the
Lexington.
picks. I skipped
Bro.
that pick today.
Oh no, it's good.
I
And
saw
I think I'm gonna save it for next time. And then I also got the Bride of
nice.
Frankenstein, and this is the black and white version, which is the one that I've been collecting for the rest of them.
Oh, cool.
And then I've mentioned several times throughout the last several shows that I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh. So I got a Yu-Gi-Oh 10.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
So-
You bought them
man.
all.
I really fucked up.
You got a
I
10.
really fucked up. But I've been playing a lot of Master Duel, and I'm actually pretty good. Like, I'm ready to jump into the ranked duels just to see how I did. I did it once on Saturday, and I ended up winning. Made the guy rage quit. Like, I was going combo, flip a trap, destroyed all his spells, and he just quit. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever, man, whatever it takes to win. So, but before we jump into everything else today, let's check in with the chat. So we got Toy Mafia, Lane as always, Luna Legend, Equan, and Alan is here. SpongeBob SquareBalls,
Thomas
and
what's up, buddy?
Casual No Problems. Man, I wish this guy would jump on our show every now and then.
I know,
I
right?
know.
I was taking care of business, but it's okay.
Hey, I don't want to ask too much, but good night.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna finish it
Yeah.
off Saturday for. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All right, good. All right.
Oh, and
rules
here we
those.
are. No Mercy, I think it was.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, no mercy.
I
though.
wasn't sure. I was
N64.
but thank you. Yeah, man, good stuff.
Let's jump right into
Oh, that's sick.
conversation. Casual, you went to New York Comic Con and you provided us with some pictures. What was your experience like?
Oh man, so we went to San Diego Comic Con a few months back. I mean, I got to meet a lot of the guys, but freaking New York Comic Con, I got to meet Rashid. I got to meet Slife, some of the guys from the East Coast.
Wait,
It was
so was you remember we were saying in San Diego, like, we're gonna see if the East Coast guys party better than the West Coast guys? Was the East Coast parties better?
nah, they weren't like that. Nah, like Sunday,
They're old.
we got
They're all old. They went to sleep early. Huh?
yeah, it definitely were. I was like, I could see them partying because I was there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I was there for like 5 days, and we only went on Sunday. I still had fun though. It was cool. It was fun. But like the
dope.
con was amazing. Like freaking, it was packed. Every single day was packed.
Is it bigger than San Diego?
No, San Diego's way bigger. It's way
Oh,
bigger.
okay.
Yeah,
It's like a
but
smaller
facilities
convention,
bigger or
right?
like packed bigger?
both. Like the facility is Javits Center near Manhattan, and then like the amount of people, San Diego's probably like
Bro, there
2,
were
3 times
these
bigger.
in San Diego. There were these like short, little, like, I don't know how old the girls were, but short girls. They were probably like 4'11" or something. 3 of them.
Oh shit!
Were walking in front of us, and they legit were like holding each other, scared that they were gonna get like just
Swept
stomped over in the crowd. They were all freaking out about it.
So, Casual, what are
Yeah.
these? I think these were some of the most like interesting pictures that I saw. Like, if I were to get anything from New York, like this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, this screams out like freaking. You know what those guys draw graffiti all over the walls and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's one of those guys. So like it's really cool to see. They had like a bunch of different renditions. On the right, you could see the Magneto. Then like you see there's a Spider-Man. But these, how much would you guys price these at? Like just looking at them.
I think
$40.
These are in like a detail. They're
I'm going like-
not a detail, but
I'm going like 85.
$400. $400.
I was gonna say
What?
at least
Each?
150.
Each one is $400. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Is it so? They're like, are they all one-offs or like
Ye-
super limited or?
I think it was like limited to 30 a piece, but still it's
okay.
like $400.
Jesus.
They're
They're
big,
legit
too.
as hell though.
No, they're small. They're like this, like 4 or 5
Oh, really?
inches.
Those ones look big on the left. The
No, they're
bigger
pretty
ones.
small.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I could see that because the smaller ones right there.
They're
But
cool though.
Oh, and there's that HasLab.
Dude.
We're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but
That's dope.
what did you think when you actually saw this in the case?
I thought of you guys. I was like, I'm gonna stop by here, get these guys some pictures. And I thought, remember we were talking about this? What's the guy, the giant guy called again?
Giant Man.
Giant
Giant.
Yeah, this is him. The guy
No,
we're
but,
looking at right now.
I remember when we were first discussing about it, like we were like, doesn't have too much detail. It's like
Yeah.
kind of simple. But once you have it, like when you see it in person, it's like you have other characters surrounding him. You're like, that's Giant Man right there.
So
It's really cool.
so here it looks like the boots and maybe even like the lower leg section here is kind of like textured. Is that true?
Yeah,
Or is
yeah.
it like smooth?
The closer you get to it, yeah, it gets more. Like, there's more details on it. Even like the suit itself is kind of texturized. Like you see the leather
Okay.
straps going in the middle, making that V
Yeah.
look like real leather. It looked really good.
Okay. Yeah. Halfway spoiler. It did fund, and we're gonna talk about that here in a minute. This now is legit as hell. So talk to us about this biggie right here.
Oh yeah, so it's like in the same aisle where all those graffiti guys were at, and
Yeah.
this has been done before. The back of the Biggie Smalls one is really cool. It's like the street I guess he grew up on, or the club he used to go to, or whatever, is on the back of it. But these
On the
are
back of the throne.
the back of the throne. Yeah, it's like another whole different scene, and I forget what is it Method Man on the left, or is that's Method Man, right?
Yeah, I was
Believe so.
actually wondering.
Yeah, that
Definitely
one
Wu-
was really cool too.
Definitely
Like,
Wu-Tang.
Andre 3000.
Wow. No, but these are really cool too. I think these are quarter scale. Well,
Okay.
last I asked.
What
but these are-
studio is this? Or do you remember?
I don't remember. This is like, I've seen this before though on some custom groups.
Mhm.
Like they were talking about it, but I got
This was on Sideshow, no?
Are they on Sideshow? I don't know.
I swear I saw the Biggie on Sideshow. I
Could
could
be.
be wrong.
Is the money on the side? Are those pegged in, or does it come like that? Like, did you maybe see how it like broke apart? Like what it would look like in the box?
No, I didn't get to see that. It was already all assembled, and a ton of people were around this thing. It was really cool.
If you had to choose one, if you had to pick one,
Oh,
Biggie all day,
100%.
Biggie all
Biggie,
over Tupac. You know,
throw
I
it
am
settle
actually,
down,
I agree with that.
yeah.
That's why they only had Biggie there, because it was in New York. They're like, we can't
Yeah,
put
I think
out
even
Tupac.
just between the two, the crown, the cigar, the money,
Yeah.
like it's such a cool pose. The other one's cool with like the detail and the mud and stuff, but this is just a more classic,
yeah,
the king rap sort of thing.
yeah. Like the one on the left looks like an album cover. Like it could be an album cover. This one just a statement piece. You know, it's like it's big.
Yeah.
Like he's king.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. And then we have some reaction figures from Super 7.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Super
Yeah,
7, I
that
thought of
was
you
fun.
guys too. I saw NECA. I saw everything I saw here. I was like, oh man, these guys need like let's call it exclusive footage.
Oh,
Hey,
bro,
Eddie,
I want that.
thank
I
you.
need
I was
that.
gonna say. So what do you
Knew
have
Eddie
from
would
this
like
line?
this, yeah.
Because I know
I
you had a
have-
lot of the Disney stuff.
I have Prince John.
Uh-huh.
I have Pinocchio. I have Robin Hood. I need to get another Robin Hood because you could display them two ways.
Okay.
Who else do I have? I haven't picked up like Alice and the Mad Hatter yet, but they're on sales on Amazon all the time. So
Okay.
I'll probably pick those up at some point. But dude, I'm waiting till they announce some more. I haven't picked up like they did the hippos and the alligator, I think from
Yeah.
Fantasia, was it? Or
Fantasia?
I didn't pick those up. I feel like I have a
So
couple more.
at $55, tax, shipping, is it worth it?
It's worth it because they're big figures. They're more like 7-inch scale.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty big figures, so I would say it's worth it. But I will say a lot of them go on sale, so I probably wouldn't pay full price because they're always like 30% off. You can get them for like $35, and at 35, it's
Ah.
even
On
better.
eBay, you said, or Amazon?
Amazon, they've been on sale on Entertainment Earth, Big Bad. They go on sale everywhere. So, I mean, it's cool that you could get them on sale. I hope that doesn't mean that they won't continue the line, but they are on sale a lot.
Do you think it's like because they come with so many like accessories that it's just kind of like hype train first people who get it, they get it, and then it's like the guys who want to sit back and collect it later.
I think a lot of people don't buy the line because they buy so much other stuff. And I think it's one of those lines that people tend to just like skip
forget
because they have a lot of TMNT or He-Man stuff, and there's a lot of stuff to buy now. So I feel like the people that collect action figures, they go more for that stuff and they skip this line. And then I feel like the people that are more Disney centered don't collect action figures as much. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's an overlooked line.
And maybe the people who just collect Disney, they stumble upon this and it's like a one-off. Oh, I need this character.
They also did start off with some like random Disney movies, like I love Robin Hood and Pinocchio and Alice. Like I love those ones, so I'm happy they did. But I feel like if they would have went more like they did a Mickey, which was cool. But I feel like if they maybe went more new school, like a little bit newer Disney, maybe it would have
Like
done
Stitch,
a little
like
better.
his
or
line kind of stuff, like stuff from that.
they're doing a Stitch for sure. I think I saw Stitch,
Yeah,
unless
Stitch
I saw
Yeah, I
an
think you're
Ender.
right. Yeah.
But I'm saying like as far as like that era,
Like a little more
goes,
popular, like Coco, I feel like would sell
that
like
would
crazy.
be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Having the skeletons and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I love the robe on that him as well.
Oh, I love that too.
Badfish, you were interested in this, weren't you? Or you had something to say?
Oh
about
hell no! I just thought it was cool. I'm not a GI Joe guy. I just thought it was this. I didn't even know this was like a thing that was coming. But again, I don't really follow.
it. So
this is just cool. Super 7 is doing.
So
this?
Steve, compared to, did you see? I can't remember San Diego, but did you happen to see
Yeah.
the ghost ship or like Razor Crest or like how would you compare this to some of those things?
So this is probably like I would say like probably it's way bigger than the Razor Crest. But do you guys remember the setup for the Thundercats with the whole
Yeah.
castle? This is
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
big as that.
Shit.
It's
I can get the Razor Crest or the Ghost dimensions real quick because I have these up on the slides.
Yeah, so like the cool thing about this too is like they set it up in a diorama, you know, like they took the top portion of it off and there's a ton of soldiers surrounding it. Yeah, see, like that's insane. I love this thing. A lot of people surrounded this thing just taking a ton of pictures and it was just
Yeah, just like that. It's just
yeah.
Would you just if you did buy this, would you just store those top pieces? Because there's no way you don't want to display the interior, right?
Yeah, right.
Because I mean it's
32.3 inches wide.
Yeah, sorry, I'll pull
long.
up the Ghost was. I'll have it in a sec. It was 34 inches in length, 28 inches wide.
Yeah.
So really quick, going over the numbers. Pre-orders are closed. Close Monday. Is that right? Monday the 11th.
No, there's lots
No?
of time on this.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not ending till December 11th.
Oh, December 11th. Okay,
yeah,
I see
so
what you're
they
saying.
had till October 22nd. They were trying to reach an early funding goal to get these extra parachuters with soft vinyl, but they didn't reach that. There's only 1,411 backers of the 4,000 they
Yeah.
need to even, I think, reach the first funding tier.
I mean,
But
with
that's
a
what it
December
comes with there on the
timeline.
left.
So okay, I feel like this is like the way we're going with a lot of these bigger ships or just like things in general. How do you guys feel about that? Like just having to be able to fund it to get it.
Eddie,
it makes
go
sense.
ahead. Go ahead first.
It makes sense to me that you have to back it. Yeah, I don't hate it. You know, I think that I understand why they do it. I think it would sit. I know a lot of people want it to just go straight out to retail stores, but I do think that it would sit and it would end up being marked down a lot of the time. So I get it. I think it's fine. If you want it, you want it. If you don't get it. But I don't hate it or anything.
Yeah, I don't think this like would ever happen if it didn't get funded like it is right now or how it's going right now. It's like it's too big, you know, pause. But like it's It's awesome though. It's freaking nostalgic as crap.
I think with Dean's point, I think Super 7, it makes a little more sense. I don't think they're as big of a company as, say, Hasbro. But Hasbro's clearly set the bar with the HasLabs. They've proven that there's a desire for these sorts of things, and the other companies have followed suit, obviously, since. And I think it's just becoming, we're really seeing that trend of, we're seeing, they've probably been planning these sorts of things for 6 to 8 months, so everybody's kind of... Again, HasLabs have been around for a bit, but we're seeing more and more of these show up now. I think because of that, they're seeing the viability.
How much is this one?
This one's $4.95.
It seems like with certain things they put more effort and thought into them with how much stuff they come with. Like this one looks like it comes with a good amount. Like it looks like it comes with way more than the Ghost came with. Like the Ghost was just the Ghost, and then you got the Phantom, right? That's the little ship on it.
Yeah.
So you get you get that part of it, and then you got the figures if it reached all the tiers or whatever. But that was it. Like this comes with different stickers and like different accessories, different figures, and I feel like Hasbro does that too with the GI Joe line. I feel like there's like more thought into some of them than there is other ones, and also the pricing. Like sometimes the price is really good. Like with Giant Man, I thought the price was really, really good. But then with like the Ghost Rider, the Charger, the whatever his car is, that one was like super high price, like overpriced to me. So like, I don't know. I feel like some stuff they put more thought and effort into than they do other stuff.
So what about the
is,
stickers? Like, I feel like the stickers, like the sticker sheet, is more nostalgia than it actually is like needed. I mean, if they were really putting the extra effort in, then maybe they would have painted it. So I feel like it's more of like you're getting a GI Joe ship and stuff like that, and all the extras, but they're giving you the satisfaction of putting the sticker on like you did when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of stickers, but yeah. I think for the price, it probably should be printed on. Yeah. I think we've had that discussion with some other items. Mm-hmm. This is also interesting. This is Hasbro because they own G.I. Joe. Like, this is Hasbro also. Maybe they're like, let's do a HasLab style. But this thing comes with, if you go back to the picture with what the main tier comes with, it comes with 3 stands, is that saying? Stands times 3? You've gone past it there.
One more.
Right here.
There. Go back.
Which one? This one?
This one. So this is on the left here is what this standard tier comes with if no other tiers get funded. It comes with 2 of these missiles, then those stands right beside it. They're like smoke, so it's a cool way to display it. It looks like you can actually put it as displaying it like it's hovering above the ground. Then those bombs, 8 bombs. It actually
says 3.
Yeah, so there's 3 of them. So it'll be a little tripod. Yeah. And then you've got 8 bombs, a gunner O-ring figure, and then their reaction style, and then a few guns and backpacks. And then the extra tiers you can buy for $75, get that 5-pack. That's on the next slide. And you can get more guys to fill it. And then beyond that, there's the new tiers, which is the 2 more turrets, some more stickers. Tier 2 is these bubble flip canopy cannons, and in tier 3 is more of a Viper officer and a gunner officer. But yeah, it's cool.
I vote that Badfish takes top square spot.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You've been demoted. Sean.
Wow.
I did the research for this.
Wow, I got second place.
But yeah, everyone hit that like button.
I know, right?
Hit that thumbs down button. What? No.
Yeah, there's it's cool. Again, I know a lot. I think with Super 7 it makes a bit more sense just because they're not like Hasbro, but I think even with Hasbro, I still think I'd rather see a HasLab than it not see the light of day at all.
Yeah. Okay, so Lord of the Rings Series 6 DLX AF Assist I don't know. What are these guys?
Say we don't need to go through all it. I kind of
Yeah.
tossed these on just to kind of say here's what some cool stuff at the we don't have to, and I don't have them on the sheet to read through. But I just thought these were cool.
That Damon is
Kind of cool, and that especially. Look
Bro,
at
how
the
does the
armor on
Damon
him.
look so much better likeness than the Lord of the Rings stuff?
I don't
That
know, but
Damon
look
looks
at
good.
the
Eyes.
white on the dragons on the inlay. It's like
Yeah.
inlaid too. It's not just painted on.
That looks
And then the
Right here.
dragon scale and the little gems. This is cool.
And
Maybe the
he's
And
painter
then
of
the
all
egg. You
badass
can't see the
character.
egg.
Watches Game of Thrones. He's like, hell yeah, I get to do this one.
Definitely cool. And these are
Ooh,
neat.
Darkwing Duck.
It's kind of fun.
These guys are cool. I actually really like these.
I used to love Darkwing. And then I tossed that in because, I mean, go back. I love that little Muppet guy on the left.
Yeah, the Muppet.
Where's he
He's the
from
best.
again? I forget.
The Muppets.
The Muppets? Okay.
That's
We're making
cool.
sandwiches, but with no bread. And these are from Rebel Moon. Go back to those. These are that new movie. So they actually have figures ready for it, which is interesting. And that's coming out on Netflix. It's like a Star Wars thing that got pitched. Was it Zack Snyder?
baby.
Yeah, so the trailer, if you
haters
check
out
it
there.
out. Yeah, check out the trailer if you haven't seen it, people. It looks badass. This looks cool. And this is that Captain America we saw earlier. I don't know what this guy is on the right, but he skull's cool.
Archangel.
That's Angel, right? Archangel.
Okay.
Archangel. Yep.
Dude,
Figures
that's just-
one of you
that
guys would-
figure looks sick.
Yeah.
That's why I put it. It's just badass. But how did it get so much dust? Go back.
I know.
Look at all the. How did it get that much dust in like a day?
Embarrassing.
Anyway, sorry.
Wow.
Is that when it fell?
These
Maybe
fucking cases.
wasn't there a
know.
picture where like a whole bunch of figures fell?
That was
that was in art stuff.
Right.
Dude, that Doom. I wanted that Doom figure.
Yeah, I
What's
like
that
this. Look at the visor. How the way they've like kind of got it like.
I don't like the elbow joints though.
Oh yeah.
Wait, this is-
I didn't see that.
This is Figma.
Good smile. Yeah.
Okay,
Figma.
this is not the one that I thought it was. They did Mondo did a 1/6 scale one, and they had like a special paint release for New York Comic Con that was live on the website. That was like limited to a certain amount, but I think I don't know if it's sold out or not, but yeah, I don't like Figma joints, dude. They stand out.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah.
They're going kind of big on that Ronin, the last Ronin stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. These are better picks.
look at
That's why I
Raph.
put them back in.
Yeah.
With all the swords in his back or arrows and all, that's pretty crazy.
Yo, yeah, check it out in the next
Dang.
pick.
Oh,
Holy
damn.
shit.
They got
Got
blood
him.
on them and
Got
everything,
him.
bro. It's fucking pretty crazy.
Dang, ruthless.
This is like the
Yeah.
next level down. They had some more guys, some foot soldiers in this.
I
Is this
never
NECA?
finished watching it. but,
Yeah.
like, or not watching it, but reading it. I think I read the first 2 issues, and then after that, I had stopped. But dang,
Add
that,
it
like,
to your
tells-
wish list on Amazon,
tells
and it
so
goes on
much
sale
more.
all the time. No, like full comic goes on sale all the time. The whole series.
Are those supposed to be Mouser? Go back to the first picture. Are those Mouser soldiers?
like these guys.
The dudes in all white.
Yeah, right here.
They look like their helmets look like Mousers, but they look like full. They look cool.
Elite Patrol Bots.
Yeah, it's like if Mousers like got an upgrade or something.
Yeah, like a big upgrade, like version
Yeah,
10 or
that's dope.
something.
See, all these figures I think look cooler. The designs look cooler than the regular figures, like the
Yeah.
cartoon ones and stuff.
They're really
Well,
badass.
even like I have the armored version, and it's just so much more detailed. You know, he comes with so much more than some of the just the regular figures, and honestly, it's kind of nice. He's the only turtle figure I have, and just the amount of stuff that he comes with is awesome, and it just looks like you said, it looks so much better.
This is cool too. If you go back to very quickly, last thing I'll say, the street diorama they have here that's all gray. This is like a kit bash version of the street dio they released. It's kind of cool. But I
Nice.
think it might be on Big Bad Toy Store still, but look NECA street dio. But yeah.
More turtle stuff.
Look at that throne real quick.
Secret of the Ooze.
That's so cool. and then the
I remember
punching
that
bag.
scene.
Yeah, that's cool.
Universal Monster stuff. Man,
They've
I
shown
love
that
this.
table before.
This is new. Oh, I haven't seen.
That's what I was gonna
this.
say.
It's
This
like
is
his-
that's why I put this up.
So they're gonna have his operating table, if you will, which has already been released, and then they have this too to chain him up. Oh, what is that, Megan? Right, this one right here in the
Yeah.
middle.
I saw that Elvira in stores already. Not the ultimate or not
This
ultimate.
one.
Yeah, that one. The Toonie Terrors. I saw
I
that
want
one,
the-
which I kind of wanted it because that's the only Elvira that comes with Gronk or Gonk, her little dog, which is awesome.
I like the Christmas one. She comes with like those little cookies and stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind of
and the
cool.
little
I have
goblin
no
dude.
connection to her, so but yeah,
Did you watch that? Did any of you guys watch that One Piece show?
No.
want to.
Dude, that Zoro looks dope. I don't love the hip cuts on SHF with like figures like this, but they're like, I really love this show and I want figures of it, and it's like it's either so far it's these or Hot Toys, so it's like maybe the SHF is a little easier to.
That's what I was
Forward,
wondering. I
you
was
know?
gonna ask you what would you lean towards between the two at this point? Do you think?
Probably this if
How
it's
much do
just
these
like a
goes
cool
go
little
for?
thing.
don't know if-
Probably around like anywhere from $30 to $60. If they're like certain releases, like where it's only on Premium Bandai or whatever, they're more. But I think these aren't that expensive.
Oh wow, I go for this for $60.
Yeah. Yeah, the Zoro looks really good though. The likeness is great.
The Spider-Man stuff. I've kind of been interested in the 2099. I've
Dude,
never
that,
had a 2099 figure, so
That Tom Holland in his final suit
Mhm.
looks really good. I love the metallic blue.
I'm thinking I might get rid of my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
What?
From, yeah,
Why would you do that? How dare you?
I don't know. I
That's
mean,
the
it's just kinda
OG,
sitting
dog.
there.
You can't. What the? Let me know if you get rid of it, because I might buy it.
All right, I will. 'Cause
I
was
like how
planning on doing
that-
it this weekend.
If you go back, I'm that Spider-Man top right, the like fabric suit hot toy one. I love this
Oh,
the
yeah.
shine on that new one. And at first I wasn't really like that interested in it, but now I'm like, man, kind of wish I just
I
got
wish
that one. But
the blue on the hot toy was as vibrant as this blue. Because I
Yeah.
think the one on the hot
Yeah,
toy is a
I see,
little
yeah.
toned down. Like, if it was this, I'd be way more interested in it.
All that Godzilla stuff, man. Did you see some of the stuff that's coming out for that what is it called, Point One or something like that? The new Godzilla movie. Some of those steals that they put out for.
I've been seeing all like the pictures
Yeah.
of the actual show, but
there's so many.
because there's
It's
like a
crazy.
show and a movie coming, right?
Is
There's like a
it-
show.
The
and then
movie is the
there's
Point
a-
One.
Maybe.
There was a whole nother shelf of these I didn't put on the slides as well. A whole nother two more shelves like
Like all
this
the
that were
kaijus
just
and
as
stuff?
big. Yeah.
I like the shelf, man. It's like really clean. They're all separated. It's like
Yeah.
really clean. I like it.
They had lots of Godzillas out. Yeah, that was it. I think for New York Comic Con,
Yeah,
right?
that's New York Comic Con. We are going to circle back to the Creative Beast Studios Cyberzoic updates.
I got a question. If you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
had to pick anything from those slides to grab, what would it be?
Oh, mine's easy. The Prince John. I probably will get that Prince John.
Yeah.
What about you, Casual?
The NECA booth. I know you guys, like when I was in New York, I have friends up in New York, and one big thing over there is Pee Wee Herman. He used to do a lot of
Mhm.
Broadway, and NECA had Pee Wee Herman at their booth, and I wanted to get it for the friend I was staying. I was staying in New York with a friend of mine in Queens, and she loves Pee Wee Herman. But when I went up to them and asked them, "Are you guys selling this Pee Wee Herman?" They're like, "Nothing is for sale. Only the exclusive Scream, Ghostface, whatever his name is, and something else." And I was like, "Dude, what the? Are you have all this here for?" I was pissed off. But then he was like, "It's not even out, man. It comes out next month." I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll come down.
That
I'll
was
come
the Toonie Terror one, right?
yeah.
Oh,
They
I
haven't
did
done
see
a-
that. Yeah.
They
What
haven't
about
done.
you?
They haven't done a 7-inch Pee Wee Herman yet, which would be cool. Hopefully,
would
they
be
I
get
think
to
they've
that.
got to be eventually, right?
What about you, Badfish? Though, what did you say?
If I had to pick two, it would be probably the one of the turtles. It's or sorry, not one of the. I'd pick the Shredder Throne. Sorry, and then the where the heck is that one?
Oh yeah.
I had another one right here, and I was looking at it.
Wrong way. There's that Shredder Throne right there.
I was gonna show you guys something right before we go to the next thing.
I'll go Shredder Throne, and I'll say one of those turtles. I would say if I had to pick two things, or the Damien for the Shredder
Yeah,
Throne.
the
And the
Damon. I was
Damien.
thinking
There
if
you
I
go.
get two, then Prince John and the Damon looks sick.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to say that, Eddie. Sorry.
So I got
Ooh,
I got
let's
this
see.
finally finished up. He drew a Bane for me. This guy is named Chris Ominga.
Mhm.
So he drew the Bane for New York Comic Con. And this one's for Eddie. So Eddie, your guy that does the Jackie Chan stuff. What's his name again?
He was there.
He was there.
Matsumoto
drew this
art.
for me.
I don't know his. Like
Dang,
legit.
that's nice.
Sweet,
That's a
man.
sick Superman, dude.
I know, right?
That's cool.
Wait, did you ask him when we were in SDCC? And he just
Yeah,
signed
he-
it, right? So
he
now
just
he actually
signed it.
did a. Oh, so he made it up from. Remember
Yeah,
at SCCC we were like, oh, he didn't draw anything because he was put on the spot, so he just signed
Yeah.
it. But that's cool. That animated Superman looks sick.
it's cool because he knew Chris and he was like, let me see what Chris did. He says like, I gotta one up Chris. So he drew Superman.
When
That's
you
awesome.
went up to him, did you say, "Oh, I'm the guy that was with Money Mendez"? Did you? Tell
yeah.
Nah.
Every single time I see him, that's why I ask him. Do you remember me? Money Mendez.
I gotta
um,
get He released an Ahsoka that like he did this Clone Wars Ahsoka art with her 332nd helmet, and then he did a companion piece that's a Rebels Ahsoka with Vader's helmet. So I have to
think
get
he
that
was-
companion
that's
piece.
cool.
I think he had it at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, I
but
think he was, yeah.
You know, Steve, I never got to ask you. Did, you got enough of those pictures on your streamers book from OxCon?
Yeah.
You got a lot. You get a lot.
What do you mean streamer specs? What do you mean?
Well, you did the
On your
or, I'm
signature book.
your signature book.
Oh,
right?
did I
So you
get
have
it?
a streamers one, and then you have an artist one, right? Something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. I got Rashid, I got Slifer, I got
Yeah.
Anthony Kennedy, I got a bunch of guys. So yeah,
Oh,
I got
sick.
yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Man, those books, they like they're regular sized books, but when you carry them around New York Comic Con or any con, you're
In
like,
a backpack and
yeah, you're like, man, my feet
Walk
are
into
starting to
class.
get tired. Yeah.
Every time everyone signs, it's a few more like
I know,
micrograms
yeah,
they're adding there.
the ink, the ink adds
Dang,
up.
this was a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
I've said that before. Those are an awesome thing you're doing.
Yeah. So we are gonna just do some updates for Cyberzoic's Creative Beast Studios. Man, I think between me and you, Badfish, we're pretty bought in on a couple of these at the very least. And I didn't add it here, but they just unlocked another Cyberzoic dinosaur, and it looks legit, man. I might have to do that one. I really want this dragon. I'm waiting to see what what happens at the swap meet, and then I might have to jump on all of this. I just hate that it's for 2024. My
6
patience
days
for some of
buddy.
this stuff is hard.
You got 6 days to
Yep.
decide. So yeah, it's at 340. It's been funded, but yeah, they hit another goal as he said there. They're at 349K with 1,065 backers. But yeah, 6 days if you want in on these. There's a bunch of different tiers. You can do the whole shebang, or you can pick particular figures. Like I think the guy in the middle is $25 or something.
The dragon's
and-
like 200.
yeah.
The or not the panther. The
Is it? I thought it was like 180. I forget though. I'd have to look.
I think
I can pull it up, but yeah,
I think
it's
the,
definitely cool.
the not T-Rex is
The
was
Allosaurus.
like, yeah, the Allosaurus. He's like
He's
100. Is that
100.
what he is?
with the soldier and all the armor, it's 155.
Okay.
I mean, that's
See,
not terrible.
I want the soldier.
And then the dragon, yeah, you're
I
right,
want
is
the
200.
Allosaurus, and I want the dragon. I want the Sabretooth, but again, I have to wait to see how the swap meet treats me. But we do have some HasLab updates. The Giant Man funded, I guess at the last minute. I was out 10 hours out, and it wasn't close. And then I'm within the last couple hours. Even Zach was like, "How did they get the how did
It had
they get 2,000
8K,
more
right?
backers?" Yeah, like it was, and then I think it hit 12, right? Or it hit 13. That's what it was.
Yeah, it ended up
almost 14.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that it got backed. I'm more surprised that it made it to the next
one.
tier. I was like, oh shit. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and what I was gonna say about this guy is that I think if you're making the OG Avengers, this guy is a necessity. All the other ones have come out regular release. We're gonna talk about it here in a little bit, but the Beyond Earth's Mightiest is coming out with the Janet Van Dyne figure for Wasp.
I think that's
So,
what
I
set
mean,
it over the edge. Is that
This
figure.
the what? Oh, the Janet when they dropped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, very weak tiers. You're already getting a couple regular face plates with just like this grinning one and the angry face, but I don't think that the zombie faceplate or the scroll faceplate was enough. But it's like, what are you gonna expect from Giant Man? He's what, the third tallest HasLab that they built. It was I think it's a Galactus, the Sentinel, and then this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have
But,
thought the Van
yeah.
Dyne. I would have thought the Janet Van Dyne would have been one of the tiers, which is cool that she's getting like a single release. But it
No.
would have also sucked if this didn't get backed and they're releasing her. It's like, oh shit. But it's cool, and I like the zombie head more than the scroll head. So it's
you
cool
do?
that they at least made it to the zombie head.
I like the scroll head.
Because of how articulated the hands are and everything, you can really make it look like he's like dead, like a zombie. So it looks really cool with those pictures. I was super tempted with this, and I didn't even I'm not a comic fan or anything. I just thought it was a really cool figure, like super detailed, and I love the articulation. I don't know, something about it made I wanted it, and the price was great. So I was like, dang man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
200 is not bad.
Yeah, I think this is I was just shocked. I really thought there was more than 2 tiers, but only the 2 tiers, and they were weak, as you said. They could have done something, maybe like a diorama piece or something in there as well. Like, I don't know, but it was just shy of hitting the second tier, which was 14K. Yeah, I'm not surprised it funded either. It was kind of right in that the red zone, kind of in that 8K, but surprised it got that high.
Do you guys think they anticipated that this guy might be weak? Because what I've been noticing is, at least with the Marvel stuff, they're going back to a lot of the Toy Biz. I mean, you got your Sentinel, you got your Galactus, and now you have your Giant Man, which were, I think, the first 3 Toy Biz Build-A-Figures.
So you know what that means now? Fing Fang Foom is next. Watch.
Ooh, Fing Fang Foom. That would be good.
That'd be a crazy HasLab, dude. I think it's cool, man. I think these were in I won't say desperate need of figures. Maybe they were. Because I know that people are partial to all of those Toy Biz. Like, people love the Sentinel, the Galactus, and the Giant Man. Like, that, for the longest time, that's why this wasn't funded, is because those people that had the Giant Man from Toy Biz were like, I don't really need it. I like that one. But I think it's a warranted upgrade. For sure.
I think the OG guys who were collecting that kind of stuff, who have changed to the new stuff, like, this was a must buy. Like, you have to have it. And then the buy-in was everyone else. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw here in San Antonio, like, at least 10 guys being like, "Hey, I got a Giant Man for sale."
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Everybody buys two, or a couple at least. Like I saw a ton of Sentinels and Galactuses for the longest time.
Yeah. Um. Casual. When you were at the con, did you see how they kind of swapped everything out? I didn't realize that this like side plates right here are what like kind of popped off or something like that. Or what did you see?
No, I didn't get to see that, but I did find it interesting. Like when you guys mentioned, like the older guys are into this kind of stuff. I did
Yeah.
notice like the Marvel booth was behind all the anime stuff. The anime stuff had like 4 lines wrapped around the whole thing, and
Mhm.
then the Marvel booth, like a bunch of the guys also asked me to pick up pins, comic books from this place. I just gotta say, man, like I don't know if Marvel's dying, but a lot of people in the line were like the people that were looking at this, they were like older collectors, I would think, I would say. So I don't know if like
You know,
that's
I feel like anime is kind of where it's at right now. You know,
Yeah, anime's
they're
hyped
they're
right now.
dropping a lot of stuff, and I mean, I think it's warranted. I mean, I don't think anime by and large has had a huge like it has a huge following, but the amount of stuff they push out for it in like a premium scale or a premium product,
At least here.
yeah,
Now it's
variety too.
it's definitely shifting. I think like it's been outselling comics for quite a while, right? Anime, or mangas or whatever. But yeah, I think that they're finally getting those licenses over here. So, or a way to get them over here, I think more easily. So yeah, the flood is happening. But yeah, that's also kind of an older Giant Man. I didn't even know who Giant Man was at first.
Yeah.
So I mean, so it's
Yeah, 'cause
definitely
all of the-
focused at older collectors.
All the new collectors are gonna say Ant-Man, and they only know Ant-Man because
Exactly.
of Paul Rudd.
I was
so-
about to say that, to be honest.
See, when they're doing HasLab number like 57 or something like that, it's like, oh, we need a giant Ant-Man.
It would be cool if they did an Ant-Man. I don't know if it would get backed though.
Yeah.
I don't know how many
they're-
people love
do you
that
think their
movie line.
tier, like not their tiers, but like their backings are just a little too ambitious sometimes, or what? Because like
What do you
I
mean
had the same
backings?
feel about this as I did with like the Rancor. Like it's cool, and I knew the Rancor had like paint issues and things like that, but I'm like, man, like, are we just doing the HasLab because it's a HasLab, or are you actually into this?
What do you mean, them or the collectors?
The collectors.
I definitely think some people just buy them because they're profitable to flip.
Yeah.
I mean, and they
Helps
buy
fund
it
the
just
collection.
in case. Yeah, but some of the tiers, I don't know, I think they're pretty reasonable. I'm just trying to remember some of the ones on the Ghost, but the
The Ghost was only the figures.
Figures in the Phantom, wasn't it? Or no,
Yes.
Phantom
No,
came
the
with it,
Phantom
right?
came with it.
you're
And
asking
then the-
ambitious with the number though, right?
Yeah, like you know, what was this? 10,000.
Yeah, and
I
then
mean,
14.
if it was like
10,000 seems
8,000, if it was like 8,000, you know, and then you could have gotten the first tier at 10, the second tier at 3. Like
they could lower the
like, what
the
is-
tiers.
like-
that would be helpful. I think
If-
10,000 Giant Man.
if your bottom
I don't
line
know
is
if
at
you're gonna be able to
10,000
flip that.
backers, like I mean,
You see what
come on.
Equan said?
I think you're saying you have a point as well. They are, if it's sort of ambitious. If they're not reaching the 14K, it probably is too ambitious, right? At least for this one.
I didn't know you collected that stuff.
Oh, what did Equan say? Sorry.
Said
I
he
didn't
backed
read
a
it.
couple thinking it wouldn't fund. Whoops! It is one of the most lowest made HasLabs.
Yeah, this I think this will take some time to marinate, but over time it will probably gain value. Maybe not
Again,
as
I just
crazy,
think,
but
I feel like I'm starting to see what HasLabs are doing, at least on the Marvel side. Coming, they're coming for the OG stuff. You know, give me something that's super original. You know, something we really haven't seen before.
I think they
So-
know that's who has the money to back these things, right?
Yep.
That's the collector group that has the money to. It's gonna drop $400,
Well, it's almost
$200 on a figure.
it's almost a no-brainer. I mean, you came out with the OG figures, you know. You're making the original team. You whether it was in the retro line or in the Earth's Mightiest or whatever it's called, stuff like that. But anyway, we are going to move on to Hot or Not. So we only have Hot or Not. We're gonna skip grade the figure this week. But here's some of the new stuff that we got coming up for pre-order, or it's already on pre-order. We talked about this a second ago. The Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest Janet Van Dyne. This is coming out 2024. I'm going hot because of the rest of the line. I think she might be not the centerpiece, but the finishing piece. I can't think of too many more Marvel heroes that they could add that would fit the OG line. What do you guys think, Badfish?
Yeah, I'm this is again like one I just know the name, but I didn't follow the comics enough, but I think it looks cool, so I'm going to go with hot because it's like you said, it kind of fits in with that HasLab and whatnot. So yeah, that's kind of cool looking. It definitely classic looking.
What about you, Eddie?
Yeah. Hot. She it's cool that because they got the Giant Man now, so obviously it's gonna be cool to go with that one, and you're rounding out that OG Avengers line, and she looks to have double jointed elbows, which is sick for female Marvel Legend.
Yep.
I can't tell here or not, but they're going like pinless with a lot of the new stuff, which is cool too. So
I
it's a
believe
good looking
she
figure.
is pinless.
That's dope.
I'm gonna be a contrarian and say not. And no, kidding. This will definitely go well with the other figures, I think. And I don't know too much about this character, so as a figure, it looks pretty cool. So
You're just saying as far as the set goes.
yeah, yep.
The next one we have is the comic book version of Daredevil. I believe his release date is also 2024. I think this guy looks great. I'm definitely going to hot with him. I mean, he comes with this whip. He's going to come with two his I can't remember what the weapons are actually called, but he has like two other sticks. And there's another one, I can't remember which one it is, but I think the paint and the matte on this is kind of what does it for me, and you can kind of see the contrast in the eyes there. So I'm going hot with this one.
Are they
What do you
billy
think?
clubs?
Billy clubs, that is exactly what they are.
Yeah. Okay. You've got it written here, so that's your research. But I actually am gonna go not only now. I'm only saying that because the joints are. I know it's. We want this thing to be super articulated, but I just think it looks. I've always thought Mayfex's joints just kind of look funny, and I think that faceplate looks bad.
And I'm sorry,
So
I
I'm gonna
confused myself.
vote
This
not.
is Mafex. This is Mafex. It's number 223 Daredevil comic version for $94.99 in September. So there's 3 head sculpts, there's interchangeable hands, 2 billy clubs, 2 wired billy clubs, empty holster with 1 club, holster with 2 clubs, and a stand.
Yeah. No. Not.
What a hater, dude.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying about the joints. I don't love the way you could see the left shoulder joint right there, but
Amazing Yamaguchi
it's
style.
the way it's posed in the picture. Like you could definitely see it better from other angles. You won't see it as bad, but I think it's a dope looking figure. I love Daredevil, so I think it looks really good. So I'll go hot.
What about you?
I'm gonna
Kendra?
go with AirPod. I was gonna say like Apple earphones. That's what it reminded me of. Like,
Yeah.
but I got this SH Figure Arts E Honda, and I wasn't a big fan of the joints right here over his chest or around his shoulders. And I was like, why is it like that? You know? But it's
Those
awesome because you
butterfly
could,
ones.
I guess that's what it's called. But you could move them. You could do everything you want with these things. It's amazing. So I'm a big fan of this. But would you call it butterfly joints?
I think so. I think that's what
it's
they
a
are.
butterfly joint.
Yeah, I like it a lot, man. Like it's the best thing ever. But I'd go for this Daredevil. I'm gonna go hot.
The next thing we have is the Black Adam 2022 Mafex number 224, $94.98, due out next year in September. You get the figure, of course, 3 alternate head sculpts, a neutral, a eyebrow raised, the classic Rock face, and the lightning version. Interchangeable hands, cloak, lightning effects, and the stand. I think he looks really cool with the cape and the hood and everything. And then when you just kind of take it off, I kind of lose it, even with the Rock's eyebrow. Um, I'm going lukewarm. I really don't. I didn't see the movie, and as you guys know, it's I'm not a big DC fan, but I think the texture on the suit looks cool and the cape looks cool. But other than that, it's an easy pass for me. What about you guys? Did y'all see the movie? Do y'all have more context to it?
I think I don't even know if I finished it, man. I think I fell asleep.
Wow, what a hitter! It's not the best movie, but I didn't hate it. It's fun. I've wanted The Rock to be a superhero for so long. Like I was a big Rock fan. I know people hate him because like every movie that he does is kind of the same movie, the same character. But I've always loved The Rock,
Yeah.
so I was happy to see him become a superhero finally, or an anti-hero. But it's good. It's not anything great or anything, but it's decent. But I will say, if this is the first figure Mafex is doing, they will probably do another one because he has a suit change towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of how he shows up in the beginning, and then it changes. So if you want like that ultimate like Black Adam look, it's a little more comic looking later on. So there's that.
With Mafex at least, probably won't see a second version of this. I mean, they're not very notorious for coming out with multiple, right? I think they might have done it like
depends
twice.
on how much
with,
this sells, I guess.
Yeah.
They've been doing it with Marvel at least.
Yeah,
Like with
Marvel, that's
Avengers,
what I was
they've done
gonna
a
say.
couple Caps. They've done a couple Thors. They did
Iron
Endgame
Man, I
Thor and
think.
Infinity War Thor.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They're doing more, but yeah, you're right. This might be the only one you get. I don't know, but so I was telling Zach on After Dark yesterday that he comes with the people's eyebrow. It was either After
Yep,
Dark
it
or,
is.
or Tuesday, and
Yeah.
they were saying he doesn't do this in the movie, and I don't remember if he does or not. I'm thinking they just threw it in because it's The Rock, but
Yeah.
I think the likeness looks the best on the one with the glowing eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them are meh. Like
That brow. On
it
the
looks
first
like
one
his stand-in.
looks
It looks
bad.
more like his stunt double or something. You know what I mean? I guess with the hood on,
Yeah.
maybe it'll be better, but I would definitely go with the glowing eyes on this one. But I think it's I think the figure looks really good. They definitely nailed like his body type. Like the muscles are huge. So I think in 1/12 scale, this is the best one we've seen so far. I think this is better than the SHF one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only other 1/12 one we've seen. Well, other than like maybe McFarlane did one. He did a couple probably.
What do you think, Casual?
I really like the one.
Do you have any Black Adam statues on pre-order, or like what do
Oh,
you think
and
compared to some of the stuff you've seen?
there's a badass Prime one coming out for this one.
Uh-huh.
Really badass one. Like I'm considering just because like it just looks really good. It's The Rock, and
Yeah.
the portrait on that one's amazing. But I really like the picture on the left. But what kills it for me is not the eyebrows, it's not the faces or anything. It's just like around his, what would you guys call it? His like collar area, his collarbone
Mhm.
area. It looks like Play-Doh. It's like they forgot to like mesh it or whatever. It just looks like I don't know. I've never seen anything like that, and that kills it for me. So
It does look like it swaps out right there or something.
yeah, I'm gonna say not for me.
Wow. Sorry.
This
I didn't get to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm gonna also say not because that was literally the same thing I was gonna point at, that neck. And maybe there's a swap out to make it look better, but I'm trying to give it like points. I'm trying to go with points. Like it gets a plus for this middle sculpt. I actually like the middle sculpt,
Me too.
but it's such a big minus for that neck, and then you can't display it. If that's the case, you have to display it with the cape. That gives it such a minus. That's like 2 minuses. So that's a not. Thumbs
Most
down.
of the cool stuff he does in this scene is with the cape on. So I
That's
would
fair.
argue that you just leave the cape on and it's cool anyway. But I see.
And
your
I'll
guys'
rewatch this, Eddie, and I'll tell you if he does the people's eyebrow. I'll fall asleep.
He has
Do
to.
some homework.
He does it
He's
all
got
with
to.
his trademark. But
He's
they,
got
I guess
to.
Put it on your Mattel.
Zach
your
Zach
Mattel
or Dean was
WWE
saying that
figure.
they told him not to do it specifically. To
Yeah, I
like,
heard
be
them saying
more badass. But
What was his other name? Black Adam. What was the other name he had?
Wasn't he?
Damn. I
Was he
know
Marvel?
this.
Like, was he Captain Marvel
No,
before?
no,
that
that's
was a different
Shazam.
fig- That's Shazam.
No, what's his like actual name? Black Adam
Yeah.
is his
Oh, you're
Like,
saying like
hero
his
name?
person.
his actual name.
Oh,
is
it's Dwayne
not
Johnson.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Wow, look at this fucking guy.
It's Dwayne Johnson.
Wow. God damn.
I couldn't help it.
I know. I
You
appreciate
candy
it, though.
ass. No, I'm just
He had the best sayings ever in the WWE. Let's just say that. Like, stick it sideways, shine it up, and all that. Like, come on. The best.
He still
You
laid
candy
it down. He came out a couple, like 4 weeks ago or so, right after a premium live event, and he went head to head with Austin Theory, just like banter and stuff like that. Him and the damn commentator, what's his name, McPhee, or whatever.
Dude, the
And-
WWE does it so good, man.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in so long, but man, they really know how to
it's
hype
so
it
much
up.
fun. I missed how much fun it was.
It's good.
The next thing we have is the SH figure art Super Saiyan God Son Goku Saiyan God of Virtue, 3,960 yen, or about $26. Oh my god.
That's a Patreon chat note. That's why he
that's
went to
not
that.
okay. That's not okay.
There was a wax statue of The Rock that was too white, basically.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
But this guy is $26 due out next May. I mean, guys, if you want a Goku for $26, SHF, great joints, superposable. I mean, I think it's a win. Not really much coming with it though. I mean, it's pretty basic. I'm gonna go hot. I think I might go hot with this. It's not something I would buy, but if you're gonna get this kind of SHF figure for $26 and you go and buy like a Black Series or a Marvel for 30, 35, I mean, come on. This is like buying an Iron Man from Marvel and getting nothing. What do you think, Badfish?
I think just because of the price, if you say like, I feel like this is kind of almost for the seasoned collector who just wants to fill it in, or it kind of fits both almost. I think the person who has like power effects or a bunch of Gokus and they want this version, or someone who doesn't care about all that stuff and they just want a basic version for a cheap price. So I'm gonna go hot with this one, and like you said, the joints, the posability, it's cool.
What about you, Eddie?
Be my first not, only because like the shading looks dope. I don't know. My first thought is how many Super Saiyan Red, Super Saiyan God, whatever, like long ass name. How many of these have they done, bro? Every time I see this, I'm like, another fucking Goku with red hair. Like, I know they've done like 3 or 4 of these at least, you know. And I don't know, you know, the differences. I don't know. Like, I know it might be from a different movie or a different
Series,
series, but like
season.
I don't know the line well enough to tell if there's that much different about this one than there is about the Broly movie one or whatever.
Yep.
So, but the only thing that stands out to me is the highlighting on the orange looks really good. But just because like I've seen so many of these,
Mhm.
and it feels like they get released like as soon as the other one comes out, a new one gets announced or released. I'm just like, so it's a not for me.
I really like this one. Like, especially for the price point, $26. Like, compared to everything else we saw, like this is like you get your money's worth here. And I do love Dragon Ball Z, Goku, Super Saiyan God. I can say that all day, Eddie. So this is
You
badass.
didn't
I
even
like
say
it.
it right, bro. What the fuck? You're supposed to be an anime fan.
Get him out of here. Get him out.
Jeez.
Here we go.
No, I like
Equan.
this
Super
one.
Saiyan
there-
God, Super Saiyan 5, Goku.
There's
No,
a blind
I don't know.
press thing I can't do it.
I knew you were going to say Super Saiyan 5.
Equan makes sense. If you want to read that,
Yeah.
that's what
He
I was
says
thinking.
It's
when
a
you said
budget reissue that is stripped down. You'll find it at Target like the other budget super SHFs.
I don't know if you watch One Piece, Equan, but when I just went to Target yesterday, I saw a bunch of the Luffy's, and that was the first time I saw the Luffy in Target. There was like 10 of them, and I think that figure looks good, but I know people were complaining about the legs on that figure, so.
And then our last one is a SH Figuarts Vegeta 24,000 power level figure for $65 due out June 2024. I remember watching this guy when he first came out. I don't know if like it was my first time watching it or if like it was like a rerun or whatever. But the whole idea of him being like powering up and like the villain and all that kind of stuff was kind of cool. But I just don't know how I feel about the figure. I think the hair looks really cool. I don't know if it's just the lighting or the shading or whatever. And I think the eyepiece is cool. So I think this. Okay, I was gonna say not, but I kind of really like his shield and his shoulder pads. I might go hot on this one.
Yeah, Vegeta's one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z. It's like, I love Goku and all, but Gohan as well. But Vegeta's just,
He makes the banter like good.
yeah, and he's just like, he starts as like the menace, and this hair reminds me. I used to draw Dragon Ball Z in like elementary school, and this reminds me of how I used to draw the hair so much, just because it's so cartoony looking here. So yeah, this is a hot for me.
My hair used to look like this in middle school, so.
Oh, I need pics.
Dang.
It's super hot now.
Lots of gel.
Yeah, super hot. I know everything that I said about the red Goku is the
Here
same.
we go.
It goes for this too, but for some reason I'm going hot on this one just because it's nostalgic and it's from that Saiyan era, which was fucking amazing. So yeah, this is a hot, and I kind of want this. You know, it's just, it looks good, dude. It looks really good.
Lane
There you
schooling
go.
us over here. All this, there's all your Super Saiyans,
Wait.
guys.
Kid.
Should he have a tail? I don't know. I know other figures have the tail, but I don't know. We need Dean to clarify this.
Ooh.
He doesn't have. They cut the tails off at birth.
No, not
And-
for Vegeta.
I thought they did though.
They do for
He came
Goku.
down. He came down with it with
No,
Nappa.
Goku gets
with
his
the tail.
cut off. I thought.
No, I thought
Yeah,
it.
Goku
Yeah, I thought
does.
it was. I thought it was the other way around. You're right. You might be right then. I thought it was when they're on the same
Saiyan,
planet. They
yeah.
cut it off at birth, but then
So they
Goku
don't go
didn't
monkey,
because he
right?
wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
The only reason I
thought
asked is
that-
because
And then-
I remember seeing it on some other figures, and it's actually like a rubber thing that you wrap around the figure, which I thought was really cool.
Right.
Lane.
Well, and then Goku's didn't because he was born, right? And then his planet almost
And
or his
shipped-
planet gets
yeah.
blown up. They shoot him off,
That's the only reason he kept it. I thought.
Well,
and then Lane
yeah.
says Vegeta lost his tail.
Oh,
on
so this is
Earth's
after he
battle.
lost it.
yeah, Krillin cuts it off. What the?
I haven't
bunch of
watched it
fake
in
fans.
so long.
Yeah.
I know.
Honestly, probably watched it last and tried to get. I watched it probably last when it came out, and then I tried to get it downloaded, and I made it to like the Frieza saga, and couldn't finish.
fat
Didn't finish to the.
samurai.
Oh, the samurai cut it.
The
That's
fat
right. the
samurai.
Fat samurai.
Yeah, I know you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Oh yeah,
I know
yeah, there you go.
exactly who he's talking about now.
I hate to see it.
Yeah, see, this is why we love the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, see, look at that.
You know
Keeping
what
us
we should have
honest
known
over
that
here.
because fucking they released the
Oh,
fucking,
the yellow one.
no, not the yellow one.
No?
They released
The
the
ape?
SHF did the ape
Yeah, the
of
regular
Vegeta, and it even comes with the little dude that's cutting the tail off.
I just
didn't know
remember it
that.
being the threat of him turning to an ape too, right? I remember that being a threat.
Anybody
Yeah.
want to
For
try
a
his
while.
name?
Yajirobe.
Yajirobe, yeah.
Yajirobe?
Yeah.
What kind of name is that, bro?
It's
I
good
really like
stuff.
this. Like the scatter is a huge plus for me. Like I don't see them usually come with the scatters all the time, so
Mhm.
it's really cool.
Mhm.
The
I like that.
scatter?
Scouter.
The scout. Oh,
The fuck is a scatter?
Scanner,
earpiece, right?
scouter.
Scanner.
Skippity
It's
scat,
my
scat,
Boston.
scatter.
It's my Boston
He's
accent.
over
Scatter.
there, 4,000.
On
Dude, I
the
was
East
trying to
Coast.
type-
He was on the East Coast.
I was trying to type motherfucker in the chat yesterday and it wouldn't let me. It kept saying not allowed, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
All right, guys. The last thing we have
wow.
today is the DC Multiverse Lobo with Space Hog Gold Label Amazon exclusive. Pre-orders open tomorrow. So I think this looks awesome. Not a Lobo fan, but this Speed Hog just looks amazing. You know, if you can fudge a figure on it or something like that, I think it would look really cool. I do have my former boss from the comic book shop I worked with is a huge Lobo fan, and I asked him what he thought about this figure, and I mentioned it was an Amazon exclusive, and his first thought was, he hates that it's an Amazon exclusive because it completely cuts off the retail value for it for comic shops who, what he said, kind of funds the hobby, if you will. I mean, of course he's speaking from his experience, but it got me thinking this might be a show topic for another show, but is how much more important is it that you have these kind of things going into a comic shop versus a big box, even like an online big box like Amazon, and it coming out, and how much it affects. Because he was mentioning that, you know, good move by McFarlane, but with the percentages that they get to make off of McFarlane stuff, it's really, really low. Overall, the way it looks, the dog is awesome. I'm going red hot on this. I think this looks really, really cool.
Ooh,
What do you
new
think, Buffett?
category. Red hot.
Red hot.
Red hot?
Ooh.
Wow.
Look at this guy breaking the rules.
I know.
I think you're allowed though. This is cool. Is that a gun on the bottom of the stand? Like, what is that?
Yeah,
That
that's
was a blaster, like right here, this one. Right here.
his
Yeah.
chainsaw gun from Gears of War.
Oh,
But yeah, this thing's freaking awesome. It comes with a little dog. I mean, the stand is cool. It has his name with like some sort of little see-through or colored
oh yeah, right
resin. Yeah, and then like the pattern as well just above that, and then his hair looks freaking really cool. So
Comes
yeah,
with two
this
heads
is
too.
does it? Okay, yeah. And so this is definitely hot. So I think this is kind of remind me of that Batmobile. I think this is gonna sell out in like an hour or two. I think
This
the
went
pre-order is
up
gonna
already, no?
disappear.
It's supposed
I
to be
don't know. He said it's tomorrow. We can check. Take a look there.
Oh,
But yeah,
I
definitely
saw it on his Instagram.
hot.
I didn't.
Definitely hot.
Yeah, it
What
comes
about
with the dread look head,
Yep.
and then this spiky hair look. I didn't see the dog though, and now the dog feels like a selling point because it's just a fucking bulldog with a helmet on, which looks sick. So it's really cool. I am not a huge Lobo fan. I don't know much about Lobo, but it does look really cool. I feel like the bike needs a little weathering or something. It does look a little plasticky, like it
Too
looks
clean.
like
Yeah.
that swirly plastic that people don't like. I feel like a little bit could be done to make that just like a dry brush or something, just to make it look less so toy-like, but it is very cool. And I don't know, I do like figures that come with vehicles, so. And I know Lobo is a cool character that I'd probably like if I learned the background of him, so that's cool too. But yeah, it's a hot for sure, I think.
Oh, that's his guitar on the ground. It's a 3-neck
Yeah,
guitar.
His guitar is
Triple neck
a
guitar.
it's a guitar / weapon, so it's like a
That's-
gun too.
That's badass.
He's supposed to be like a bounty hunter, but he's also like he's as strong as Superman. He regenerates really quick and everything, so he's like almost unstoppable. But I really like this one. The Bulldog's a huge plus for me. A lot of people that talk about Lobo, they never include the Bulldog.
Yeah.
The knee
There was a
pads.
wasn't there a sideshow statue of it though?
Yeah, they have a
Like
sideshow one.
it
They
was
have a
like
prime
back in
one.
like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that.
One of the originals, yeah.
No.
But you guys see the knee pads? It's like
Uh-huh.
skulls. It's like people he's
Yeah.
killed. But yeah, he's a funny character too. I like this is hot.
So Eddie, this picture versus the in hand Cosmic Ghost Rider vehicle, which one do you pick?
Oh, you can't do that to me. That's only because Cosmic Ghost Rider actually read, and I love that character. And his bike, maybe objectively for me, his Cosmic Ghost Rider's bike looks cooler.
More
There-
cosmic.
this
'Cause
is
I'm
more
pretty
metal.
Sure this is a cosmic guy too.
He is. This is more metal, like with the skulls and everything, and
Mhm.
so that's cool, and like the muscle, motor head kind of thing right there. But nah, Cosmic Ghost Rider all day, man. They are similar characters, actually. Smart asses that I think they break the fourth wall or whatever, and
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, you can't do that, man. He's a great character.
Anything else on this guy? We good? All right.
Um,
Guys, that's the show today. It went an hour and a half, but it seemed pretty fast. It was fun though.
One little tease as well for Cyberzoic. We have
Yeah.
possibly a little bit more info on that Kickstarter and a bit more to come on Cyberzoic. Just stay tuned for that as well.
Yep, that's on its way. We want to thank all of our Patreonies for always supporting us. All those who went to OxCon about a month ago now. We really appreciate you guys. And Eddie, you were there. Steve, you were there. It was a lot of fun. It's really cool to meet the guys behind the chat and behind the cameras and stuff like that. So we really appreciate all of you guys coming out and hanging out. Want to thank Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, David Jones, Sam Gist, Daminator, Joao Beretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Gun Figs, Badfish, Toy Cartel, Dan Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Cramp, Big Fern, Caesar Madokin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bamonsky, Rick DiGregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, the illustrious Rainer, Alan Morgan, Takathri Wah, Derek B, Aris Portillo, Alvin J, Aries Delgado, Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Meza, D Rock, Matt Clavenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Dom Matan, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Luis Bennett, Chip Heron, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer. And your September, October benefits was the 3,000 sticker, and this month is the Ox Halloween sticker. And then we have our tiers, starting with the hot seat for $5. You will get the Ox After Dark, a Patreon chat, and weekly shoutouts. Sweet Angel for $7.50, where you will get your stickers sent straight to your door, as well as Ox After Dark replays, and the stickers will be sent every other month. Certified Crispy for $15. This will include the official Certified Crispy certificate on first pledge, assistance with figure fixes by Zach. He would really appreciate it if you message him beforehand. And then the benefits of the previous tier. International postage will be charged at cost for the certificates. Stickers will be sent every other month. And then our biggest tier, the What a Guy tier, you will get the Pog Deluxe set on first pledge, doubles of all the stickers we send, and the benefits of the previous tiers. The international postage will be $5 at cost for the Pogs. And then we want to thank all of the YouTube members, starting with Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Garber, good old Spotchka. Sorry about that.
Botchka.
Spotchka, and then Gotham Cinnabites, Justin Sports Cards, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike Litteris, Money Mendez, OG Fan.
The way you read it.
Yeah.
Yep, you're welcome. OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Full, S Beam, Sam Giss, Scranlord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale, The Ben Thomas Show, and Toy Mafia. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to be a Patreon, it's 99 cents, and the Peanut Gallery for $2.99. And then we have all of our shows, starting with Collecting Weekly Unboxing on Mondays, the main show Collecting Weekly on Tuesdays, After Dark on Wednesdays, and then Small Talk and OFAC on Thursdays. You'll get OFAC next week. And then OxPD, Live and Let Dice, and Bricks and Brews. And guys,
Real
that
quick.
is the show.
Jumping back to that slide, we got D&D this Sunday for Live and Let Dice. And we have OxP possibly next week we might do a recording. I don't know. We might sneak one in this weekend, but probably not. It's a busy one. But yeah, Live and Let Dice Sunday. So check it out. And then Friday, tomorrow should be, I believe they're on for Just Another Friday Night.
Yeah, Just Another Friday Night tomorrow. Make sure you check those guys. They've been killing it. They're a good addition to the network. Guys, any shout outs?
Shout out to. Did you guys see? I think Eddie, you were there. Did you guys see the what's that freaking character Pinocchio that SpongeBob showed off?
Yeah.
Watch it?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna share this
Jesus.
today. I got the same
that's
thing,
cool.
but this is a Manny Pacquiao, and it's Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, you can see
It
his
shows.
nuts, huh?
I'll show you guys backstage. But yeah, shout out to SpongeBob
Jesus.
SquarePants. Can't believe you have that in your collection, but I do have this in my collection. So
Awesome.
Wow.
Well, shout out to these guys for joining. Check the chat. I put their
Yeah.
links in there for Casual No Problems and Made Media. It's on the screen now too, so make sure you check them out. And yeah, thanks for joining, guys. It's always fun having you guys on.
Happy I could be here, man. Cool to talk 112 stuff, man.
yeah. Shout out to you guys, Steve and Money. Thank you so much. The chat. You'll get Chris back hopefully on the next show. And thank you for hanging out with us, guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye,
Jumbo.
guys.